Hi, hello, and welcome back. I'm Rachael Towne, and I am really excited to show you how to set up a website with ease using Dooplicate. So backstory, I have used so many different websites to schedule campaigns out for my customers or my downline. I have used different sites to build a website. I have done a lot of things over the last 7 years as far as making my work a little bit easier with direct sales. But I want to share with you how you can do a whole bunch of things all in one platform and make your life so much easier because it's all there. So today we're going to talk about how to set up a website, but I want you to make sure that you're looking in the description of this video so that you can see, okay, if you have a website, then what types of things can you do in it? So the next video that's linked in here, and it will come up as a suggestion at the end of this video, is once you have your website, how can you utilize it so that you have customers constantly coming in, constantly getting into your mailing list, and you aren't doing a whole lot, okay? Now, if you notice, the name of my channel is Work Smarter, Not Harder, because I am all about easy buttons. If you can run a home business all on your own, not having a boss, not having to show up at a certain time, and not getting overwhelmed by how much work you have to do, then you're in the right place. You're in the right place. I love to save money. I very much value frugality and getting the most of your money and doing less things. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Rather than babbling on forever, let's just get to it. So if you're interested in Dooplicate, you do get 2 weeks for free. And I put the link down below so you can get your 2 weeks for free. And then you have it, you pay monthly. But let's go ahead and start. Okay, so this is my Dooplicate platform. And I want to focus today on setting up a website. So on the left, you'll see that you've got all of these different options for things you can do. I will talk about those in other videos, but today we're solely talking about funnels and websites, and we'll go to that website. Now, I've got a couple different ones here, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to create a new one so that you can see how easy it is to set up something really nice and really quickly. So let's go ahead and click on New Website, and I will call this Share because one thing that's cool is if you sign up with Dooplicate, I can import all of my templates into your account. So this would be a good one to start with. All right, let's go ahead and create this Share website. You'll want to add a page, and I'm going to call this one Home, and the path will be Home just because you'll want a home page for people to go to. And when you have this page, go ahead and click the little pencil button in the lower left-hand corner, and we will start creating it. So I'm going to stick with full width. You can do full width, wide, medium, small, however wide you want it to show up on a website. Go ahead and click on that. And at the top, you're going to want to add navigation so your viewers can easily click from page to page. Let me show you mine real quick so you know what I'm talking about. And you'll also be able to see what it looks like on a cell phone because let's get real, a lot of people do that way. So this is the navigation bar that you're going to want to add. You can go as much as you want. Definitely a home. You'll definitely want some home. You'll want about. If you're a shopping site, you'll want to add an option where they can shop. So let's go back to the funnel builder and add that navigation bar. So this is going to be one column. And now add an element. And once you add the element, you can choose from all of these different things, but right now we're going to focus on that navigation menu. So they set you up with the basic, but you can customize this however you want. Notice on the left, they have your image. If you scroll on the left-hand side here, if you scroll down, you can replace that image right here, image options. You can replace that with anything that you want. So if you want an arrow, if you want your face, if you want to create some sort of logo for yourself, you can do that as well. And that is something that I have done. And these are all uploads that I've already added in here, but here's mine. I just created it in PicMonkey. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, but notice how squished it is. I don't really want that. I'm going to make it 200 wide so that it's a little bit more clear. And we can see this on our cell phone. If we click this little cell phone option at the top left, it will show what it looks like in a cell phone as well. So I'm going to focus on desktop for now. Business name, you can leave or just delete it. I don't need it because I have my picture right here, this little image. And one thing that's neat is I could also add an action to this image. So when they're on my website, if they click on this logo of mine, they can go to a pop-up, it will open up a different website, anything that you want it to do, it will do. And now let's talk about these different pages that you have. So we'll click up here and go back up to the top. These are the pages that they automatically input for you. I'm going to keep home. I'm going to keep about. I'm going to delete this. And for contact, I mean, you can put that, you might want to change that to shop, depending on what your needs are. Go to website URL is perfect, because if you're in direct sales and you already have a replicated website, then when they click on shop, it will redirect them to your website URL. So in my case, that would be my website that it would bring them to, and go ahead and submit that. So when they click on shop, that's where they would go. About, we'll need to edit that. And this is the option, like, will it go to another website URL or will it go to another page? When you're doing a navigation, you might want it to go to another page unless you already have some website link that you can click on, but you're going to create another page. And right now we only have home, so we don't have an option, but you're going to create an about page. So do you want it to open in a new tab? Or do you want it to stay in this window? I would have it stay in this window in this same tab. So we'll go ahead and submit that. We'll change that in a minute. And you can change the text up here. Notice here you have the mobile font size or the desktop size. You can change that. You can change the type. So I like to go to custom font, click on default font, and then use a Google font. I actually like, it's a C word, where is it? Cambo. I like that text, but typically Arial is a good choice. Arial is shown to have a lot of easy viewing for viewers. I don't know why, but Arial is a good choice as well. So I just have those. You can change the color. Now notice, if I change the color to yellow, it's not very bright. But if I changed the background color to pink, then it would pop. So you just have to think about what colors you want to use, what brand is you, and go from there. So I'm going to change that yellow to a pink. Okay. And then you have these other options, hover background color. So when they hover over it, what color is it going to be? So you've got the background color, you've got a hover text. So when they hover over this navigation word for me, it will show up white, and then the text will be black, just like you're seeing as I hover. You can add whatever you want in here. I'm just going to keep it basic for y'all. So if you highlight the pink, so notice if I hover over the pink and I add, it will stay in this same format of one wide column. But if I hover over the blue, I get the blue outline, then I can add another 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, whatever it is that I want. So I'm going to go 2 columns just to show you guys real quick. And you can add an element. You can add a video. Maybe you have a YouTube video that you want to welcome your people to. So you would upload it into YouTube, and then when you click here, you would just paste that video URL. So let me grab one for you real quick that you can see how it will appear. So here's a YouTube video that I have that I could use as my welcome. I'm just going to take that URL, and in this builder, I'm going to paste it there, and it will automatically import it for me. And then over here, again, you're adding an element. So you can add some text. The headline is large. The paragraph is smaller. Bulleted lists, obviously you know what that is. Or you could add a form. Now, if you add a form, then when you're in the settings, you're going to have to create a form. And in another video, I'm going to show you how to do that. But you can add whatever you want. You can add images. You can do countdowns or timers or whatever. Like if you've got some limited time thing going on, you can add that in. Very, very cool. So this is your home, okay? Then you'll want to save it. Always save it. The title of your website. So mine is the Rachael Towne. And then a description. And you will want this. So maybe whatever your website is about, you'll want to put that in there. You'll want to add some keywords so that people can find you, and you'll want to put your name because this is your page. Here you can add a social image. So basically like a thumbnail. If you share this link to anybody, your website name, it will have a little thumbnail with it. At this point, there's nothing. So it would just look like this SEO preview on the bottom. It would just look like that. But if I add an image, and I'll just do this one real quick, that's what it will look like when you share your link with somebody. You definitely want to have an image. So I'm going to go ahead and save that again. And then I'm going to go back. So I'm going to use this big arrow, not the double here, but the big arrow at the very top left. And because I already have my navigation bar set, I want to keep that throughout the rest of my website. What I'm going to do is hit these 3 buttons in the upper right-hand corner and hit clone. I want to clone it in this website. And now I have another one. So what I'll do real quick is hit edit, settings, and this one is going to be about, because that was another page in my website. So I'll change the path to about, update the page. Now I would need to edit this because it's not exactly the same. The only thing I really wanted to keep was that navigation bar. So I'm going to go ahead and edit. Get rid of this and maybe get rid of that. Let's go to the blue so we can add 1, 2, 3, however many columns you want. I'm going to do 1 column again. And here's where you want to talk about yourself. Maybe I would just say headline, let's learn a bit about Rachael. I don't know, whatever you want your about info to be, and then click the blue again. And this time I want 2 columns because I would want to input my face. People want to see you. If you're making a website, you want people to get to know you a little bit. So we'll go down to the image and I'll just import something, just a picture of me. And then over here, I would definitely do a headline to begin with. And then underneath, I would do the paragraph. So this is where I would discuss my journey. I would share a personal story and discuss things in this manner. And then underneath, I might want to add something else, maybe 1 column under here with maybe some information about my team. Maybe I would share a video like this. Wow, look how long my hair was. Woo, it was long. In here as maybe it's like about my 3 favorite products. Now, I find this to be really wide. So one thing we can do is make it full width, 3/4 width, or half width. Okay, so it's still centered. And it's just kind of learning a little bit more about you. Now, one thing that's important is to edit this navigation bar. So we'll click on the navigation bar, scroll down, and the about we'll need to edit. See, right now it's when somebody clicks on about, it goes to the home page. We'll need to change that to the about page. So when they click on about, go to page about. Don't have it open in a new tab, save that. So then we need to save this again. Always add your title, description, keywords, author, and a social image here. And since I used that one as my about, I'll just use it on here as well. Save again. And then these little squares next to it, we'll click on that and go to home, because now I need to edit this navigation. Now that I've added an about page, I need to do that again. So up here, edit about, go to page, it's going to home. I need to change that to go to about. So you'll just continue to do that. And the neat thing was shop. So if we have shop, it's already done. They go to website URL every time. I do like that to open in a new tab because it redirects them from my website and I want them to be able to go back to my website. So that's basically how you build your website. Let's see how you would share it with people. So we'll just go ahead and save everything, go back and go to settings. Now here is where you're going to put in your domain. I have domains, I have 2 domain names. One is theracheltowne.com and one is lemongrassrachel.com. I like to use GoDaddy to purchase one. And then you'll just, whatever domain name you have, you need to add it right here. And so it will show you how to do it. It will tell you exactly what to do. So if you're using GoDaddy, when you're in GoDaddy, you have to make sure your A record points to this number. You'll see what I mean when you're in GoDaddy, or that your CNAME record goes to this one. So once you do that, you'll be able to link this website you just created to that domain name that you just purchased. And then when you go to it, you'll be able to see your beautiful website. So hopefully that helps you. I can't wait to see what websites you come up with. Yeah, it'll be fun. And then make sure you're looking at the referred videos, because you'll be able to see how you can use this website as a direct seller to to make sure that you're including forms. If you have parties and you want people to do a door prize form, or if you want them to inquire about more information, you can not only just do a Google form, you can do your own form in Dooplicate and add them to your mailing list, add them to your campaigns, do all of these really neat things all in one area, so you don't have to do all of this extra work, like downloading the emails from the Google form and putting them into an Excel and then putting them into your website. You can skip all of those steps by putting everything in Dooplicate. It's fantastic. It saves so much money. So I hope you like that. Make sure you check out the description below for more information, and I will see you soon. Bye.